Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the delayed because of weather and technical difficulties edition of the North Dakota Varsity Sports Update. I'm Jody Norstead. Practices and games were wiped out across the state because of the frigid forecast, and social media feeds were full of temperature screenshots. Great time of year, isn't it? It really makes you wonder why we live here, doesn't it? Oh well, we survived. So what's coming up on the show? We'll break the ice with the new all-time leading scorer for the Davies boys hockey program. Find out what motivates Cade Stibbe to be the best on the ice and why he chose Arizona State to continue his hockey career. Plus a trick shot that'll make you do a double take and an update on Oak Grove standout basketball player Amanda Roller, who's bouncing back after a health scare on the court. But we begin with our games of the week, one for hoops and one for hockey. Kindred and Richland clashed in a top 10 tilt last Thursday, a matchup that could end up playing a significant role in deciding who earns the top seed for the Region 1 tournament. Kindred entered this showdown riding a 10-game win streak, quickly rising up the poll. Meanwhile, Richland was seeking that first signature win to get recognized as a contender. In the first, the home team starts hot. Gavin Ryland finds Hunter Lentz, who buries the triple. Then it's Carter Lingen doing it himself with a hand in his face. Richland is into it early. Kindred keeping things close. Andrew Fryer finds his big man, Gavin Keller, for the deuce. Pretty nice to be 6'8" and only a sophomore. Good luck to everyone guarding him the next few years. Later in the contest, Keller shows his passing skills too. Dishes to Caden Olsen, who rattles it home from the elbow, cutting Richland's lead to 1. Unfortunately for the visitors, that's as close as they get the rest of the way. The Colts' pressure on defense was just too much. Ryland pokes it away and then scores on the other end. Things just started to blow up for the visitors. The pass hits the backboard, and the Colts are in transition again. Cole Myers this time with the hoop and the harm. He scored a game-high 22 points. Next possession, Myers showing his shooting touch. The lead goes from 2 to 11 in about 2 minutes of play, and Richland is up 31-20 heading into the locker room at halftime. In the third quarter now, Richland is feeling it. Myers to Lingen, and he knocks down another 3. He ended with 10 points, and the lead is now 14. Kindred students traveled well, trying to get their boys fired up. Fryer knocks down the three-pointer to give them a little bit of a spark, but Myers says, not tonight, not on our home floor. The Colts pick up a huge win, 51-40, to stay in the hunt for the region's top seed.
We like the pressure full court all game, as you can see, and we show our athleticism the whole game, and it worked out for us.
I know a lot of teams, they're going to want to beat us, and Region 1's tough, and it's a battle. So hopefully make it to the region championship and go from there.
Well, it's going to feel good always. We knew this was going to come down to it in the region between us. Very good team, and we held with it, and we played our game, and it's kind of the outcome we were hoping for.
Cole Myers has been on a tear lately. The Colts have won 8 of their last 9, with that lone loss coming in overtime to Central Cass. Richland climbs 3 spots to number 6 in the latest state poll. Meanwhile, the loss dropped Kindred from 4th all the way down to 8th in the poll that was out on Monday. Hillsborough Central Valley is the new number 1 after Thompson was upset by Larimore last week. I should mention the Burros lost a game last night to Ada Borup West, a team that's 14-0 this season in Minnesota, so we'll see how that affects the polls next week. Four Winds Minnewacan, Rugby, and Shiloh Christian round out the top 5. Four Winds Minnewacan and Thompson square off on Saturday in Grand Forks in a massive 2-3 showdown. And speaking of Grand Forks, the greatest hockey rivalry in the state took center stage on Saturday with Central and Red River squaring off for the second time this season. The Knights dominated the first meeting with an 8-1 victory, and they pretty much dominated everyone else too. It's almost as if the Knights have been playing with a coat of armor this year, boasting a 31-game win streak dating back to last year, but the Rough Riders, they gave them their biggest challenge of the year. Red River entered this game more concerned about themselves. The Riders haven't had much consistency with 2 wins and 2 losses in their last 4 games. Bad mistake early for the boys in red. A turnover gives Central a great chance, and Blaze Miller finds Joey Kennelly, who has a wide open net, to score the game's first goal. The Knights held on to that 1-0 lead until late in the second. The Rough Riders force a turnover. Max Andrade to Drew Montgomery, and phone up Sports Center for this spinning dish. Tyler Savage finishes the job to tie the game. Take another look. There's a reason why Montgomery leads the Riders in assists. But just over a minute later, Central steals back momentum. Rider goalie Nate Bradbury makes a few saves, but the Knights were relentless. Chase Spicer finally finds the twine. I think this was a big one too because it came right before intermission. Central scored again early in the third to go up 3-1, but this time it was Red River with the quick answer. The puck leaks out to Andrade and the senior lights the lamp to quickly make it a one-goal game again. Andrade has 10 goals on the year. With just over 3 minutes left in regulation, the Riders get a prayer answered. Connor Arell from the blue line and Central goalie Aaron Nielsen wasn't ready for it. Riders fans had the purple buzzing. We head to overtime. First time Grant Peronica's team has had to play extra hockey this season. But the result is the same. Good puck movement for the Knights, and there's only so many chances you can give Central before the puck goes in. Cole Spicer scores through traffic, and the Knights push their win streak to 32 games in dramatic fashion. With that win, Central clinched at least a share of the EDC regular season title and will be the #1 seed for the East Region tournament. But we could still see plenty of change in the rest of the standings. Red River continues to play well. The Rough Riders beat Davies last night in overtime to take over sole possession of second place. South Shanley and Davies are now in a tie for third. Believe it or not, the regular season wraps up a week from Saturday. A quick glance at the girls' standings. North-South had a big 2-0-1 over Bismarck last weekend, and that keeps them in the driver's seat for the top seeded state. They have 6 more points than Bismarck and Davies, who are tied for second. Those extra points are because they've won some big 6-point games. The Blizzard and Eagles can still make up ground, but it might be tough. West Fargo isn't too far back either with 33 points. And I've really been impressed with Davies lately. Sophomore goalie Kennedy Cook has allowed only 6 goals over the last 14 games, and the Eagles, by the way, have won all 14 of those contests. They would be a wild card at state. The North-South offense, though, will be pretty tough with Promisberger leading the way. Alrighty, let's keep this show rolling, and what better way than to do a little Lookin' At You. I'm looking at you, random guy or gal that helped someone jumpstart their car one of these last few days. If that was you, pat yourself on the back and then go grab a pair of hand warmers for next time. Okay, as for the athletes, I'm looking at you, Amanda Roller. Amanda is one of the top Class B girls basketball players in the state, but she unfortunately had her season ended prematurely. The senior guard from Oak Grove was our game ball winner for week 1 after nearly recording a triple-double in a win over Hatton Northwood back in early December. She had 31 points, 11 steals, and 9 rebounds in that game. She also broke the school's career mark for three-pointers made in that contest. Amanda was well on her way to becoming Oak Grove's all-time leading scorer until suffering a freak injury on January 5th against Dickinson Trinity, playing in a tournament at Shiloh Christian. Here's how she described it in her own words.
Gets it out to Roller. Roller up top.
I just remember getting hit, falling down, and getting the air knocked out of me, and I couldn't breathe for a solid 3 to 4 minutes, which was actually really scary to think about. And I didn't know when I was going to breathe again. So going back to that moment, I'm just like really scared of like what happened to me. I thought I just got the air knocked out of me, nothing bad. I thought I'd regain it in a little bit, but didn't happen out like that.
Initially, she let out that yell. I thought it maybe was a knee injury. And then when I got over there, she had the wind knocked out of her, and I thought, well, this is going to be, she'll be okay once she relaxes and gets her air back. But that pain didn't go away.
I was laying on the training table, and the girl was trying to like press down on some nerves to get them to stop spasming in my neck. And like I couldn't sit up or sit down because of my neck and then because of right here. So she's like, I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you. She couldn't give me an answer. But she tried her best, which was good, but it's hard to know when your liver got lacerated, so.
Yes, she can let out a little laugh now, but that's because the worst part is behind her. Amanda ended up spending 3 nights in the hospital because of her low blood levels, with her liver bleeding into her abdomen. Through it all, she said that the support and love she felt was incredible.
It's fantastic, like honestly seeing how North Dakota nice actually is. Like the region, it has been amazing, sending me cards almost every team, and sports announcers and Dickinson, the team where it happened, and all these other teams have been very supportive. It has meant a lot to me, truly, to know that I have people like cheering me on and at my side during this.
Amanda is back helping out at practice these days and is hoping to be fully healed in time to compete in spring sports. Her basketball days aren't finished either. She's committed to play at Concordia College next winter. Great young lady, Amanda. We wish you the best. I'm also looking at you, Kidder County girls basketball team. The Wolves, along with Trenton, are the only undefeated teams left in Class B girls hoops. Here's a look at some highlights from Kidder County's hard-fought 46-32 win last week over South Border. Dan Welder's team is getting it done this season with just one senior on the roster, that being Jaslyn Megstead. Also, my game ball winner this week went to Kidder County sophomore sharpshooter Madeline Schmidt, who scored a game-high 30 points in a 62-31 win over Harvey Wells County. Schmidt buried 8 triples in that game. Region 3 is going to be a gauntlet, though. 5 teams already have 13-plus wins on the season. And here's a must-see. I'm looking at you, Stanley girls basketball. Taylor Dean, a junior for the Blue Jays, made a shot for the ages on Tuesday night. Take a look. Dean just trying to save it from going out of bounds, and it's worth 3 points. Unbelievable. The only thing that would have made it sweeter is if the Blue Jays would have pulled off the win and handed Trenton its first loss of the year, but they came up just short, 45-42. I'm also looking at you, Jamestown boys basketball head coach Jacoby Lloyd. Lloyd took over a Blue Jays team that had won only 2 games the year before he took over, and in just his second season, he has them sitting at 14-0 and ranked number 1 in the state. You can listen to my podcast interview with him on our website, midcosn.com. Finally, we finish off the show with getting to know one of North Dakota's finest hockey players. It's time to break the ice with Davies junior forward, Cade Stibbe. All right, our guest this week on Breakin The Ice is Cade Stibbe, the new all-time leading scorer in Davies program history. Cade, just a junior, all-state last year, 99 total points. He had 2 points on Saturday in a win over West Fargo to pass Alec Groth for the all-time scoring lead. And how cool is that? We'll start there because that's pretty impressive. I know that you like to worry more about what's going on in the actual season, but to now be on top of the record books, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really special.
What does it mean to you? What does it mean to know that you're kind of leaving a stamp on this program?
I think it's just really cool because there's been like some good players to go through Davies, and to be on the top of that list it's an honor.
Your head coach describes you as a hard worker, a guy that'll go out there, do anything for the team. But what does it mean to you when you hear that, when you have the respect of your head coach like you do?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I've worked with Coach Scott for 3 years now, and it's been really fun, and I'm glad that he sees that in me. So.
Now, you're not the biggest guy, about 5'7", right?
Yep, 5'7".
So, and you've probably heard that your whole life, like, oh, hockey player, but you're kind of shorter. But there are a lot of successful shorter hockey players.
Yeah.
You use that as kind of a chip on your shoulder almost?
Yeah, my whole life basically I've been playing with a chip on my shoulder because, you know, I've had people tell me I'm too small, like, oh yeah, you're never gonna make it in the top levels, but it's just always made me go harder, and so yeah, definitely a chip on my shoulder.
Last year, 4th place at state. This year, coming off that, you know, nice something to build off of. This year, you guys are in that race for 2nd place in the EDC right now. What is it going to take to kind of continue to get this thing rolling? Because we're only about a week and a half left of the regular season.
Yeah, I think everyone's starting to buy in. You know, at the beginning of the year, we were doing well, and then we had a little bit of a slump. But I think everyone just needs to buy in and do their role, and I think we can be really successful.
You talked about being in a slump, and then sometimes you get things rolling again. As being one of the leaders on this team, and I know you're only a junior, but what do you kind of tell the other guys of, hey, let's get this thing going again? We know we're a good team.
I just try to give everyone confidence. Like if they're kind of feeling like down or like they let the team down, like it's going to happen to everyone, and you just got to keep going, keep rolling with the punches.
Well, let's talk about some of your other hockey accolades. You've participated in the USA Hockey Development Program 2 out of the last 3 years. You got injured this last year, I believe. What's that experience like for players that don't get that opportunity? Because not many do. What is that like?
It's really cool playing with some of the best guys in the country. Lots of guys playing in the USHL and all that stuff. So it's a really cool experience that I'm trying to bring back to the guys at home and try to push everyone around me to be better.
You're also committed to play college hockey at Arizona State, kind of the new kids on the block, in a wise decision, because right now it's like, what, -60 out probably? Tell me about that decision. What made you want to go to Arizona State besides the weather?
You know, like the coaches were, you know, they seemed really, really interested and they really liked me, and obviously you want to go where you're wanted, and their upcoming program, they're having an unbelievable season right now, so I just wanted to go to somewhere where I thought I could be successful, and yeah.
How is it that you kind of stumbled upon them, or did they stumble upon you? Because Arizona's not very close to North Dakota.
Yeah, they were at the Force camp, and then they were at the national camp, and they saw me play some other times, so I don't know, it's just kind of happened.
Besides hockey, what is Cade Stibbe passionate about?
Love hanging out with my friends, love golfing and going to the lakes in the summer. I'm on Pelican Lake, so yeah.
All right, you ever go to the sandbar on Pelican Lake?
Yeah.
That's a fun time, right?
Yeah.
Right out in front of the mansion. And I read in an article, finance, maybe it might be your major. You're a guy that likes the stock market.
Yeah.
What's up with numbers? What do you like about numbers like that?
I mean, I'm pretty good at math, and my dad's a financial advisor, so it's always just kind of interested me, and I like the way that his life has turned out, so I look up to him as kind of a role model.
So you might be giving us advice someday on what to do with their money, right?
Maybe.
Well, let's go test out your shot, because I want to see some accuracy out of Cade Stibbe. What makes you a Division I hockey player? Let's go check it out. All right, so we're gonna have Cade show us some of his skills. Now, he doesn't have skates on, so we gotta, take it easy on you. But I know you're a sharpshooter, so you pick a spot in the net and try to hit it, and we'll watch. Maybe I'll try to match you.
All right, let's go top left.
Top left. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate, right?
Yeah.
Let's go try another one. Where do you want to go with this one?
I don't want to hit the camera guy, but I'll go top right.
Hey, and he didn't hit the cameraman. Greg is safe. All right, let me take a shot. Go grab it, and we'll see what I can do here. Warning, I've never played hockey in my life. All right, bottom left.
5-hole.
That was middle, yeah, 5-hole. All right, we'll try one more. What advice is like the best advice when shooting a puck?
Probably just transfer your weight from like here to here and just bear down on it.
Transferring the weight.
Yeah.
Well, I have plenty of weight. So. Oh, right off the pipe.
It was a rocket.
All right, we better give up because the puck's way over there. Cade Stibbe, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Cade Stibbe, Breakin The Ice, Davies' new all-time leading scorer.
Thanks.
Perfect, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. What did you think of that shot?
It was
terrible,
pretty.
Huh? I really wanted to get into that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I wasn't gifted any hockey talents whatsoever, but Cade was. Congrats again to him on becoming the program's new all-time leading scorer and getting a shot at college hockey with Arizona State. That's a wrap for this week's show. A reminder, you can catch every episode of the North Dakota Varsity Sports Update on Midco Sports Network's YouTube channel, along with the rest of our great content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.